Hello, so this is a game from IGS where white won by a comfortable margin of 26 points. Normally at higher level people resign when they say it's the difference is too large, but probably around double digit Q level many times they don't count during the game, so they only know the score at the end when you do the automatic counting. So let's get into it. The beginning looks very normal. Yeah, black can approach this way, or black can consider a Kakari in the lower right corner in order to prevent the Shimari. This has a high priority nowadays. Well, in general, you want to attack the 3-4 corner before you attack the Hoshi. But when black plays a move like c6, he might be inclined to go for the mini Chinese Fuseki. This formation used to be very popular back in the day, before AI era. It's one of the most popular Fuseki, so it's good to remember it. But in this game, black just went for the modern high Shimari. That's also fine. So corner approach and then take the Shimari. Now what black can also consider is to attack this corner in order to prevent the corner enclosure. And after white defense with Kosumi or Keima, that's the most common way to react. Black can consider the Sansan invasion. Many times we see this kind of Fuseki recently. It's also AI inspired, so it became quite trendy. Anyway, playing this start, it's pretty common too. Taking a high Shimari as white here feels a little bit slow. It's possible you can play any of the Shimaris, but if you look all over the board, it already feels quite urgent to do something about black's Moyo in the top. So white can think about an inside approach and then fix a base like this. It's also possible to play the middle side extension right away, and when black attacks from one side, white can extend to the other side to make a base, either 2 space jump or 3 space jump. Let's check a Joseki real quick here. This is a basic pattern. White can also play this kind of move, and when black encloses the corner, just reinforce the top. This is an old school Joseki. Also, black can extend high and on the Kosumi Tsuke, and then extend again on the right side. All these are very basic Josekis. But white can also consider a move like c9, for example, in order to prevent the left side become too big and put some pressure on c6. So now black will probably fix the corner right away. And here there are several options like connect under, then go out, or black can also take the corner directly, and this will result into a trade Joseki. So black takes the corner but discards c6, and then white can approach again the top left or play some open side like r14, trying to develop the most open area. So white decided to go for a Shimari too. This sometimes tends to be slow because white invests most of his stones on one side instead of trying to develop all over the board. This is a pretty good move for black on the left side, but it's more urgent to play a move like r10 in order to limit white expansion from the Shimari, and r10 would be an ideal extension from white as well. So either here or a tight move like r14 to put more emphasis on the corner. But playing the left side, it's not small either. The thing is, if white extends r10, this is always ideal direction from the Shimari. So that's why it's always nice to take away your opponent's key point. So white goes all the way, that's also good. But in this case, black can consider a pincer, which he did, but he played a tight one. So normally a pincer like q11 or q10, it's right in the middle of the side because that's where white wants to go next. So if black simply defends calm, white will come back to q10, and this looks pretty good for the right side. That's why white should just go R10 in this case to make sure he gets the middle side extension. If black prevents the corner approach with a move like R14, then white can still invade the top, and this kind of middle side invasion creates MI to extend left or right. So white gets to play two big points anyway, the one on the right side and the one in the top. And if black plays something in the top, white can still approach the right side and then think about some ways to invade the top, starting with some contact moves to see black's reaction and then try to fix a group inside. That would be the next plan. So back to the original game, black pincered. Now in this case, white has three options to consider. Usually invading Sansan is the easy way. Going out and then try to put some pressure on counter attack the right side, it's another possibility that shows some fighting spirit. And double approach, it's another very natural option, because white expects black to defend in the top and then he defends the right side. So when black plays any other move, then it's natural for white to take black spot. So let's check all the basic variations here. If white simply enters the corner in Sansan, black will separate, then white will just live in the corner. And this is a basic variation. Nowadays, S14 is very common to defend against the cut. Old school Joseki would be to connect solid, white again extends to go out of the corner, and then black extends again on the right side. So this would be also a basic variation. Now, playing the jump will usually force black defend the corner high or low. Low to be more territorial, and then white will put pressure on the stone or counter attack. In this case, counter attack looks good because it serves as extension from the Shimari. But the most common way is to play shoulder hit and then simply go for some outside influence. This is another basic Joseki. Black either double up or jump. And then white plays away. For example, a middle side extension to use the wall in order to set up a moyo. If black cuts here next, this is like a post Joseki follow-up, white can still invade the corner. And the double approach, playing here, usually black simply attach on the weaker stone. Then there are several options, but the most common variation is this. So sacrifice the stones on the right side, this R14, in order to grab the corner. And later on, let's say black plays a move here, white can go down and Atari once, just to get some stones in the middle and prevent a moyo forming. So these two stones die, but it's an effective sacrifice. Because also black shape looks a little bit strange with this empty triangle here. Anyway, this is a Joseki, probably the most common one with a double Kakari. Playing the slide, it's a little bit questionable. So, gotta consider the other three options. Now, against the slide, black can simply block the corner, or he can attach. And in this case, even if white lives in the corner like this, black gets a nice wall on the outside, so he's quite happy. And of course, white will split again, but black can use that wall to attack. Playing Sansan is good too, because now white is forced to jump out. Then black could build the top. And in this case, because he already got the Sansan, it's better to play a 2-space jump or an O-gamer. Black doesn't need to block S17, because anyway, white has to run out and put pressure. So if we have the same Joseki again, like before, and white plays away, next when black cuts here, the cornerstones will die. So this means the exchange of S16 for R17 is not a good exchange for white, because if you play the Joseki right away to jump and put pressure, white still has the option to invade Sansan R17 and live in the corner. So let's take that scenario again. So we skip this exchange, jump, defend high or low, then put pressure, go for the outside influence, and then when black cuts here, white, instead of playing the slide and die in the corner, will jump in sun, and then it's possible to live like this. This group is already alive. It's 4 in line, so that's twice. Also, if black tries to kill this way, white can first play a Kosumi and then protect with a 2-2 point. And now on this Atari, white doesn't have to fight the Ko. This can be a Ko, but it's good enough to connect solid. Because if black still tries to kill, white has this cut, and then separate, and then block, and now just Atari from the outside. And black needs to protect here, white takes 3 stones. It's impossible to connect the stones because everything will die. So there are ways to live in the corner if the sun is still available. Let's go back a little bit. So yeah, playing S16 exchange ruined white's potential to invade the corner. But playing S17 for black, it's a little bit slack too. Yeah, nice idea to play a counter pincer. Can be a tighter one. But white can also play a move like O16 in order to put pressure on the corner. So if black plays here just to live in the corner, this seems a little bit over concentrated. Now black needs a base on the right side and white can extend in the top. So this way white got away without being punished. But a pincer is nice too, and then if black jumps, white can put pressure on the corner. If black simply wants to live locally by taking 1 stone, that allows white the connection underneath, which is also very comfortable and convenient. So now the 2 stones are just floating and running for black. Anyway, nice idea to play R9. I would play R10 just to have a better relationship with R14 stones. So when black goes out, maybe later white can use the attach to try the connection up or down, and this can happen. And like this, P12 is separated, so white is happy with all the outside thickness. Anyway, good idea to play R9 in order to take away black's base. And black completely ignored. Now black is supposed to jump out in order to save his stones on the right and put some pressure on white. White either jumps or tries to attack the top a little bit. This can happen. Black has to cap because he's not completely safe. White will probably protect the right side like this or Keima. And now there's a way for black to fix his group with the attach and crosscut. This is a nice way to make Sabaki. And now the group has eye shape. Even if white captures a stone, black doesn't have to worry. He can think about ways to attack the top, like here. But playing away from the fight is not so interesting right now, because R12 can die on a pretty big scale. And K3 is the kind of move that breaks the bottom moyo, but doesn't have too many prospects right now. It's just a move to damage some of white's potential. White can ignore actually and punish on the right. Play the shoulder hit and surround this R12, which would be good. Because even if black extends here, it's not such a big problem. White can defend, black extends again, and white defends again. And black's formation, it's a little bit over concentrated. Those 3 stones feel cramped. So white protected and black went out. Yeah, normally we would expect black to make a 1-space jump here or a 1-space jump like this, or a shoulder hit and then jump and then escape. But in this case, white takes Sente and will surround the right side. So going out here makes sense. The block is very good because it gives a lot of potential on the right. Jump, it's light but can be risky. Nobi would be a little better here. Because against the jump, white can think about this kind of move to cut. And then just Atari and capture. And if black goes down, white can wedge and then cut on top. So this feels like black invested many stones to capture one, and white will still build a lot in the middle, and it's still hard for black to capture the p14 stones. So pip. There are all these cutting points, so it's more interesting to use the Tesuji instead of pip. But let's see the follow-up. Yeah. Well, black can think about the block, and if white cuts, black will pip this way. If white protects here, black cuts through, and if white connects this way, it works to play the net. And now the two stones are captured, so black is connected, and white is on the run. But it's also okay for black to go down, and then should block here. Because if white cuts one way or the other, let's say white cuts S10, black will capture one stone, white goes Atari, take, and white needs another move to fix, either here or capture like this. And then white got to answer another 4C move, and now black can extend on the right. So this is a good trade for black, because black is giving up this guy, but he's taking 3 stones here and some more potential on the outside. And all that nice moyo white had earlier on the right disappears. Playing the honey here was wishful thinking. Probably black expected white to block, and then he connects under. But white can just go down. So now black got punished. So if block here and white cuts the other way, now black can take the stone. In order to make a Ponuki, white needs to protect, and then again the pip and the net. So this is a disaster for white, and if white goes out, black will separate here. And now black got the profit in the top right, and he's still, it's a running battle in the middle, because when white jumps, black jumps, so he doesn't have to worry about O10. Now this was good for white to separate all the way, and then one spade jump. So now white managed to fix the right, and black, it's running alone, which is painful. So right now white is center, and it's good to do something in the top, but it's still interesting to play a move to surround the corner like this, because black will either try to capture one stone and leave right away, or attach and pull back to secure the corner. And then white protects with a hanging connection, or he leaves the position like this and goes for a larger extension to damage the left side. It's not such a big deal to lose a stone here, for example, because white is strong on the right side, and now he has a nice shape in the top too. So it's okay from time to time to give your opponent bait into capturing one stone and develop all over. Now playing this kind of move allows black a nice extension. Yeah, this feels ideal for black. Of course, if black attacks from this side, then white probably comes all the way here, and now black feels a little more uncomfortable, and he needs to make eyes this way. But he did very well, and 17 extension. White has to extend for the base in the top. This move is no need right now. Right now, black should worry about his K3 and about the group on the right. So on the right side, an attach and then Atari would be good to make some eye space. Then with this K3, black has to go out somehow to secure or reinforce in the middle. Jumping here prevents the invasion around 017, but it's not that urgent. This attach is also questionable because there are better moves to play in the top left. For example, white can think about the invasion, and then Nobi towards the corner, attach, and slide. So this is a better way to destroy that area. Let's say this happens. Oops, misclick. So white leaves comfortable under, and black has a wall that's facing white base in the top, so the wall will not be too meaningful in this case. But playing the attach, black can simply go up, then Hane block, so white expands the top a little bit, but strengthens black on the left, so now it's probably harder to invade. It's still possible to use this invasion though. and then attach. And like this, white gets strong, so it will cap and try to kill the bottom. Also, white can play this way. And again, cap the bottom. Ah, black went down. That's even better for points in the corner, but it leaves some arches, so white can still try an invasion around c12 and then jump out. Well, black b is like 15 points in the corner, but at least white managed to damage the left side a little bit. Going down here feels a little bit slow, because anyway, this exchange was center for white, and it's more interesting to play other moves like this invasion or this invasion or this invasion, because in the top white builds are not a lot either way. Going down was just, you know, consolidating a few extra points here, but it also gives black a lot of power and a lot of territory on the left side, so it's more like endgame. Also this push, it's no need. Now it's really urgent to invade the left side. Imagine white leaves like this on the left. It's a pretty big damage, but maybe black wouldn't allow that and keep the left side. Anyway, it's still not so big to play f15. I mean, if black plays it, it's really not such a big deal. So pushing from behind may help black. The block is good, but black can also think about jumping here, because like this he can expand the left side, and even if white plays this no b, black can add another move, and now it's impossible to enter and leave on the left side. So this area, it's like from here to here, it's about 30 points, then it's another 12-15 points here, so it's something like 45 points in one territory, which is quite convenient for black. So Hane, peep, interesting. Why shouldn't peep? Why should just think about the invasion point again? Because here, naturally, just Hane. But the problem is, black can double Hane, then Atari, extend, push again, or cut one time, and then push in order to create more Dame Tsumari or Shortage of Liberties, and then capture the stone. So the left side, it's quite impressive now for black. This double up looks heavy. Why should still think about the invasion or some Tsuke and Hane? This is possible too. Black has to pay attention to the ladders. So like this, white gets some kind of thickness in the middle, and he can manage to use the E13 in a pretty effective way, and then start attacking the bottom groups. Actually here, black has these two stones weak and the group on the right side, so white can get something trying to separate and attack them. So black will keep the left side territory, white has the bottom pretty big, something in the top, something on the right, and now attacking the two groups can profit while chasing. This looks too heavy, the E12, E13. Normally a move like E13, which was Kikashi, because you force black to answer, you can sacrifice and think about ways to use it as bait. But adding another stone makes the two stones just look heavy. Black can think about surrounding everything and kill them on a large scale. Well, it was good enough to connect under and keep the territory. And now invade. But now it's a bit more dangerous, because black can think about Kosumi to surround everything. This would be more effective. It's probably possible to leave though. Ko. Yeah, this would be a co-fight. Anyway, black going out allows white jump too, so it's not very effective. Kosumi or attach. These are the common ways. Now it's much harder for white to live inside. Not so much space. Locally, there's only one eye. So this can be a collapse. So peep and then jump with Keima. Alright, that's possible. But I can think about a way to fight and cut the Keima at the waist. So this and then go down. This way, if white goes up, black cuts. If white connects, black cuts this way. And now again, there are not so many liberties, so it can be dangerous. There's a way for white to live with 6 in square, and then black can profit living in the corner or taking this stone. So it seems black lost an opportunity to cut and fight better here. I think white should play the peep first and then jump out because the group is not safe yet. And when black makes a small extension here, white lives in the corner. And if black tries to secure the corner, white can extend here. But usually when you're in danger, you jump out. Well, this shows some fighting spirit, trying to separate the groups, but it can be dangerous. So black jumps again. White tries to kill the bottom, which is fine. Normally you need no b2, but then what to do with the group in the middle? This can be a problem. Everything can die inside now, the left area. So white is alert and tries to leave, that's good. Nice move. Trying to fix the shape on the left. Next, white can think about this one, then Atari, then connect, and black has to take. And now just capture the 2 stones. This would be a much easier way to fix the ice. Well, normally now, if you just play this move, this looks like a vital point, because black can play too, threatening to cut, and then a peep, and then black can play this move and connect under to remove the ice. So white is still a little bit in danger. Black can push again, but white will protect with bamboo and then push through. So white has a way to counter and then cut. But this move is a little bit slow, because now white can push, I mean play the bamboo connection in Sente, and now K3 it's already captured, and then white can just fix the left side. And this is a successful fight for white, because he managed to invade the left side and also secure most of the bottom. This kind of move looks a little bit strange, trying to cut at L6, because here black can play with fighting spirit, like jumping, and even if white cuts, black will surround everything. He connected with an empty triangle. That's painful. Now this way black is in trouble, because the right side is still unsettled, and also all that stick on the bottom looks like having problems. Nice idea to try to separate and kill one or the other. Maybe white can find a better way, like lean on the top stones with the attach and then the push and then come out. If black blocks like this, it's Atari and then Atari again, and when white connects, everything is surrounded on the right side. This schema allows black the attach to go out. Normally white would like to play this, and surround. But it's a bit dangerous because black can remove liberties like that. Then push again and catch some stones. And if white defends, black will connect. And then white needs to play another move to stay alive. So you need an indirect way to separate like this and either no B or play something to impact the top. Make some noise in the top to kill the bottom. Good way to go out. Stay ahead. Alright. Let's see here. It's fine to play one peep, but then Kosumi. Because if black goes out here, white can surround the other group. And if black pushes from this side, white can enclose the right side. And now it's game over. Black will die. The turn like this will just help white escape. Black run out. And trying to cut the Ikentobi is generally not a good idea. It's more interesting to surround everything. So peep once and then try to surround the whole thing. Anyway, it's said that the large groups are hard to kill. This can happen. So black can make eyes eventually. Large dragon never dies. Trying to cut like that hurts the left side. This Kosumi is good. Peep it's okay, but black will give up one stone. So now white has to pay attention and try to leave here somehow. It's not even easy. This can be a problem. Huh. Everything can die. In fact, black needs to protect here first. So only 4 stones will die. Yeah, this is dangerous. If nothing dies, it's good for white. But it looks risky. Go fight. Black was a little bit greedy. It's good enough to cut here. Then if white protects the middle, black is the left side. And black got all these stones and the surrounding territory, so nothing to complain. Because that was originally his territory, white jumped in, the invasion was successful, and now the invasion died. So, he's killing all, or at least trying. Now only 3 stones die. And in this case, white can play the Kosumi and then the vital point. This will be alive. Yeah, there are 2 eyes. And on the Kosumi, if black wants to capture 2 stones, white will just connect under. And this is not a big deal, losing 2 stones. Because you save the rest of the group, the tail. Playing the Kosumi, the jump at b4, white can Kosumi here and still kill the group on the left. So black didn't care about the killing, it seems. He was still afraid of dying on the right side. Before playing that, Nobi here it's Sente. Gotta protect somehow. Then turn to impact the stones on the right. Now the cut doesn't even work. And then attach here, trying to separate a few stones. And then play away, kill the left side. Here there is no more cut. Black is safe. So black connected, white jumps. You can block like this and pull back, or just block here. Playing here, black can still come inside a little bit and take some profit. It's not even easy to leave actually. Okay, now it's alive. So connect. This defense is not really necessary. I think the most urgent move is to play on the left side and stay alive here. That's all good. The block here, it's only a couple of points. So more interesting to kill the left. I think if black kills the left now, the game is really close. White still needs to protect here. This would be a good end game. So black protected for 2 points. Yeah, this double Atari would have been bigger. But the biggest move at this stage is to kill the left. It's much better to protect with a jump, because when playing the empty triangle, black can push right away, white needs to block, black defends and white defends. So white ends the sequence with g18 anyway. Therefore, if you jump g18 and black again pushes here, white doesn't have to play another move. I mean, in the end, it can be like this, but when black pushes here, it's not center, and earlier it was. And if this happens, many times white has the chance to block. But playing the Nobi, it's like accepting all the sequence in center for black, which happened. That's fine. This is big. Finally, the life on the left side. For I shape, it's better to play this kind of move. This still feels a little bit dangerous, but now white should take the vital point, and when black plays here, white connects. When black plays here, white connects, so there's an eye like this and an eye on the side. Playing here, black can still hit the key point, but he didn't do it, luckily for white. Oh, that's an illusion. White can just block, and when black connects, white connects. And if black blocks with Atari, white takes. If black goes out, white takes again. So nothing happens. Or go down. Giving up those stones, it's really no need. Instead of connecting here, should connect like this. Because anyway, when black plays Atari, white needs to connect. And like this, white lost the point at J2. But connecting directly will save J2. Monkey jump. Good block. All good. Cut, it's a little bit dangerous. Normally push here. But we need eye shape, so this can end up in a collapse. White has only one eye. Black missed another opportunity. Now black should play here to force the capture, and then white makes only 2 eyes. This move is no need. It's mi. You better push here and then play in the top, because if black goes here, white captures. If black goes here, white can make 2 eyes. This is also no need. Should push, then Hane and connect, and later it works to play Hane in center. Hane here, it's also big, but I will still play the key point to stay safe on the left side. That's pretty big. It works to block, because black needs to connect and then play the Hane in center. If black plays Atari, white connects, Atari, extend, and then black has to come back. So it's no problem. No need to let black push again. Also, if white plays the Hane and black plays away, white captures a stone after that. And here black can also Atari and then play another move. Alright. So these are a few points. Oh, no need to connect there. So black can try to kill the left side still, but this kind of move is needed only when white plays Hane on the first line. So if Hane here, black protects against the cut and capture, but not in advance. And also, if this would be like the last endgame left on the board, black can go down and then protect to make an extra point. This was good. Or Sente. That's not necessary. Black has other moves. Black can still think about this one. And the push. And go down. This will end up in a ko. So white can only leave if he wins the ko. If he plays Atari here, that's still a dead shape. So black missed another opportunity to win this game. The throw-in was not necessary here. It's good enough to Atari and later reduce this point. Also that block is no need. Black can push and destroy another point. White should block with ko. And then play a ko threat. Like threatening... wait, this is not a ko threat, sorry. But there are no ko threats actually. Unless black starts another ko here. And then Atari, black connects, Atari, black connects. Anyway, it's not such a big difference. Just a couple of points. Better protect here and then defend the left. Now it seems that white is finally safe, yeah. Playing b9 was the winning move, and b9 could be the winning move for black too. And now only small endgame left. I think this looked like a soccer match. First, white managed to invade the left side and then it was a good game. Then black could kill the left side and come back. Then white managed to chase the group on the right and the one in the middle and like this build all the bottom territory, and black just went out on neutral points. Then black had several opportunities to kill at b9 and he never did, and eventually white protected and took the win. So it was a game like white won 3-2 or something like that. Anyway, enjoy the review and keep winning to become a single digit Q.